Hey folks, welcome to First Coast Living. I'm Curtis Dvorak.
And I am Charlene Shirk, in for Casey today.
That's right. She's out of town, but we got a couple things we're going to chat about here. This is pretty cool.
Oh my
I was just down there in Costa Rica, and the bugs are huge. But this president, he took it a little too far.
I actually heard this on the radio yesterday, so I heard his part of the interview. So the president of Costa Rica is now becoming an online sensation, not because of his policies or anything like that, but rather for something that happened. He was doing an interview. He was talking to reporters.
Look at this.
And watch it. Okay, I want to watch it too as I'm reading it. So the thing flying around him, there's something flying around him. Okay, a little close up of it. Oh, there it is. Okay, so in the middle of giving the interview, yes, he ate it. It was a wasp.
Right in his mouth.
He ate the wasp and kept on talking. And then he joked. He swallowed it, apparently. And then he just joked. He's like, oh, yeah, well, it was, just pure protein.
I mean, doesn't skip a beat. That's just awesome. And that was actually a tiny little one, because the bugs in the rainforest were massive.
And look, now they're just like, anything he said before that and after that is now moot. Like, that they don't care. Like, they're just all laughing about that he just swallowed.
Yeah, hopefully.
Wasn't there a childhood nursery rhyme? Swallowed a fly, now she'll die. Yeah. And then it's all about the things she swallowed.
Yeah.
You and I are going to think of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's totally in my head now.
This is obviously each day I get up, I have to worry, think about what I'm going to wear. I didn't wear this shirt, a week ago. I want a different shirt, but
you have style too.
Oh,
you do. No, you do. You look very good.
And so we try to be creative with our outfits and everything, but
just the third dress I put on today.
Some people.
It's usually, can I breathe when I zip?
Some people are wishing that they didn't have to pick out an outfit each day and could wear the same outfit or a uniform to work every day. A recent survey found that 48% of people actually say they'd rather wear a uniform to work.
That's almost up. I got to tell you, when I went from public school to Catholic school and we had uniforms, I secretly was so relieved.
Yeah.
I was like, because I didn't have to now fight every morning with my mom as you're a teenager over what to wear. Of course, I would never admit it to anybody that I was okay with wearing a uniform, but oh my God, it takes the pressure off.
For kids in school, I think all of them should do it, because it does. It takes a lot of the pressure, a lot of the bullying, a lot of the social, standard. Everyone's the same.
Yep.
Everyone wears the same thing.
And executives, that's why like Steve Jobs, and there's a lot of professional women who just wear like a black suit, blue suit. That's it. That's all they wear, because they're like, the mental energy is just wasted every morning in the closet.
Zuckerberg, we did that last year. Zuckerberg, it came out. They went to his closet, his walk-in closet. This was no joke. He had the same hoodie and pants. He had like 6 pairs, 6 of each, of the exact same T-shirt, hoodie, and pants. And he said, it's a waste of my time. My time is like, I need every minute of my day to do stuff, so that picking out an outfit is a waste of my time.
I agree with it. I wish we could do it.
I'm thinking of going with one, right at us
That's
on
why
our
we wear
Facebook.
these onesie zip-ups.
Go to our Facebook and let me know if you want me to wear the same outfit every day, and I'll go do it. But speaking of uniforms.
Well, let them vote on the one they like the best, and then you can just wear that one.
There we go.
There you go.
Speaking of uniforms, though, Chef Tony, Publix, you get to wear the same uniform every day. How sweet is that?
You know what? I get up, black pants, white T-shirt, white jacket. As long as I got the green name tag on, I'm good to go. But not only is it great for bullying, it's also great from a financial standpoint, right? Because you know what you're buying, and you can. I got 2 boys. I buy a lot of clothes for the school year. I can buy in bulk, right, just to get through. And my wife has looked at that for what she does from a professional level as well. Just change out her bottom, either pants or skirt, and just accessorize.
Yeah.
You get more accessories than you can clothes.
And you can write off uniforms on your taxes, by the way.
Very true.
You can do that too. But yours is like a power uniform, though, too. You walk into a room and you own it in that.
It's one of those things with chefs, you get that respect. Oh, he can cook. And they're like, I can't. You're like, yeah, I can cook.
And what are we cooking today?
We have a panini. It's a Dijon berry panini. So we have this great green wise chicken that's going into the deli for rotisserie. So we're going to introduce that today.
Oh,
all right.
Excited. Anything panini is
We'll have that in a little bit. We got a whole bunch coming up for you. We're going to